Hello, Gemini. Sorry, I am not on camera. I took a long nap today, so I won't be on camera today. I apologize. We are going to do a general spread, a love spread, and a spiritual message for November today. If you want to skip between those or come back, they will be in the description box below for easy access. So, Gemini, let's see what we have for you for November. Gemini. Okay. So your first card we have is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you can see it. These cards are beautiful, by the way. They're made by a tattoo artist. I want to say from Oregon, something like that. If I can figure out where they came from, I think they're called 8 Coin or something like that, if you're interested. Okay. So we have the vast universe and thought vibrations. Okay, Gemini. It's like you're on the precipice of something new in your life, Gemini, and it's beautiful. But it's almost like you kind of don't know what the next step is going to be. You could do anything. You could be anywhere. Um, you just want something that's going to last or something that's going to stick with you. I feel like in November you're having kind of a hard time trying to figure out what that is for you. This is a really good time for you to really focus on how you want to move forward, how you want your life to be, if you want to travel. I feel like you just want something new. There's a lot of world out there. Kind of like where you are, what you have been doing has kind of stifled you as well. So you just want to experience other things and do new things or be out in the world or try things in a different way is what I'm getting from this energy. Okay. So let's get into your spread. Gemini for November. Okay, we're starting off with the 7 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse. Absolutely energy of wanting to get out, travel, move, change. Okay. 7 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Swords. 3 of Cups in reverse. King of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. You definitely don't want to leave something behind, I can see. We have the Hermit and the Knight of Wands in reverse that wanted to come out. I'm going to leave both of those. So as you know, I like to start with the major arcana, but you don't have any on the table except the Hermit. The Hermit is about what you want to do, okay? What is pushing you, okay? I feel like you don't want to be hasty in November. You don't want to do anything that's going to impact you in a gigantic way, like where everything just changes, but you do want something new and you want some adventure and you want some spontaneity in your life or something. It's just like you want something new, some fun, some excitement, some adventure, some change from what it is that you have had. It could be that you had gotten out of terrible relationships with people, family members, and you just want to get away. You want to spread your wings. You want to see what's out there. It's like you're kind of finding yourself in a new way. Not that you're, if you're older, it's like, I know who I am. Yeah, you do. But you just want to explore the world and yourself and what it is that you want. I feel like there's a little bit of worry because you're kind of settled. Like you may have a job or a home and you're, worried about the finances or you're worried about your resources. But at the same time, it's like you need that kind of nurturing of exploration. You need to find yourself in a new way. So I get that for you in Gemini and November Gemini is that you are looking to find yourself in a new way. Okay. You definitely have been stuck in something. I don't know if it's a relationship or a tough family situation, but you've gotten yourself out of it. I feel like you're kind of and even though the death card isn't in here, it's like you're rebirthed as something new, you know. Um, you're kind of, and you're kind of burnt out in the life that was, or what is the remnants kind of what was there. And it's not that you want to change everything about your life. You like the tradition of it all. But at the same time, it's like, I want to explore new things. You have that exploration bug in November. You just want to try something new. You want to venture out. So it's this Five of Cups here that basically talks about you feeling like something is missing. You know, after you've gotten through some confusion, some challenges, um, it's like you've gotten realistic about something in your life. And now you're feeling like maybe you missed out on something in your life. Um, and you're ready to get that back. Yeah, but I feel like there is worry about leaving behind kind of what you've already built. Um, yeah, leaving behind what you've already built. Kind of feeling a little bit of guilt about it, but you want to explore the world. It could be that your friends or family or significant others making you feel bad about it, or you feel bad about leaving behind the comfort of the connections of others. But this very much feels like you just need to find yourself. You know, you need to get out there to find yourself, what you want, or what's next for you. I get this feeling from you, Gemini, that you just want to feel whole. And this is a part of the process of you feeling whole and finding something out new about yourself. It's the needing to explore, to find something out of what it is that you already have, okay? So Six of Wands, Two of Swords. I feel like other people have inspired you in a lot of ways to make the decisions you've made in the past. And you're breaking free from that. You know, you're realizing that that is what kept you stuck from moving out, from venturing out, from doing something new, from exploring, from doing something different. And you've broken from that kind of emotional attachment or that emotional need to listen or stick with that other person or those people. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah. This is one of those things where just because you do what it is that you want to do doesn't mean that you don't care. Okay. That's what it is. You do have to continuously do what you need to do for yourself and steadily work on you. That is something that must happen. And it looks like you're doing it for your own healing process and for you to complete kind of a cycle in your life or something that you have in your mind that you want to do. And just because other people don't want to change and just because other people project their worries onto you doesn't mean that it should stop you or make you a victim of what someone else believes. Okay. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. You know, it does come down to you thinking about responsibilities and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. That's what it comes down to, you know. I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities, maybe of other people, maybe of your family, or feeling like you are responsible for a lot of things. But there are times when you have to kind of do something for yourself or step out of your comfort zone. You know, like you can't blame where you end up from following that at like an older age because of something you didn't do when you were younger. You know, it's like you don't want to have those regrets. So I feel like this is the time for you to explore and go out and do those things so you don't have those regrets for yourself. Okay. All right. So let's get into your love energy, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's get into your love energy for November. Ooh, that card really wanted to come out. Ooh, the Magician. Look at you making love happen, okay? Let's see what's going on. You are putting things in your hands, you know? You know what you want, and you are out there trying to find it, okay? Keep an open mind. Yep, and codependency. Yeah. Um, I feel like you know what you want, okay? You're out there looking for people. I feel like you may be online, or like when you pass someone you think, "Hey," I feel like you're open. You may be being flirty in November. I feel like you're connecting with others on a healthy way. You know, like you're trying to manifest a healthy relationship. I feel like there are some issues when it comes to relationships with you. Like maybe you have a tendency to maybe be overbearing. I'm just pulling things out of the hat. Like, or always try to make your partner feel comfortable, or giving too much or giving too little, or being afraid to open up. I feel like there are things there that you're not really um, dealing with at the time because it's not important, because you're not in a relationship. But this is just a reminder that you can. I feel like you can make a relationship happen in November. You can find a person to deal with in November. You just have to remember that when you find them, there is going to be a lesson. You know, there is going to be something that you are going to have to work on with that person. So it's not going to be all butterflies and rainbows, unfortunately. Okay. So let's get into a Celtic cross. Okay. So we're going to start off with the Queen of Pentacles. The Temperance in reverse. Two of Swords. Ace of Cups. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Cups. Yeah, you're going to manifest a relationship for sure. Death. Two of Pentacles. The Star in reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles, which I like to see. Okay. So like I said, definitely creating a relationship, definitely putting one into the ethos, you know. You're like, I know what I want here. Okay. So you're the one that's going to make it happen. I feel like you're the one that's going to say yes to the date. You're the one that may have to ask someone out, but you're definitely going to make it happen. Okay. Ace of Cups. This tells me that you met someone. I feel like you've met someone before. It may be a little flirty, or it turned into a friendship, or I feel like you are allowing someone to come back, and it's by your choice, you know, because you feel like there may be something there to nurture. Maybe you were friends with this person, and you're like, okay, well, let's step this up maybe and see what's going on here. Okay. I do feel like there's something with this person that you're missing with the Temperance in reverse. Like there's some form of recklessness in this relationship, and it's not you, it's the other person. So it could be that they are still connected to like a baby mom or a baby dad. It could be that they have issues that they need to work out. But there's something here with this person that is not great, you know. But I feel like you're willing to still try to see what's here, because there is emotional connection, and I get the feeling that they've kind of stuck around or been around, and you're just curious about what's going to unfold with this person. Okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So you may work together, or you may have been friends before this has even taken place. Yeah. There are some issues with the Five of Swords. There are some issues. There are some disagreements. There's some things that both of you don't see eye to eye on, or something that needs to be changed. So I do feel like there is a sort of conflict, or a bit of doubt here. But I feel like you think that, okay, it's fine. You know, like um, I'll trust this person and see what happens. Um, almost like you feel like it's time, sort of, to do that. What I feel like you don't see is, I feel like there's something you don't see because you don't spend every waking moment with this person or every like piece of time with them. What's interesting about that, Gemini, is I feel like once you get into a relationship with this person, it's going to highlight more closely what the issues are. See? What the issues are here. And why this couldn't start, or why it couldn't transform before, or why you are the way that you are with this person now. Okay? But I feel like right now you're willing to give to this person even though they can't give you everything that you kind of need at the moment. And I feel like you're kind of accepting that right now as we speak with this energy. Yeah, moving forward in November, I feel like there isn't a decision, or there's a bit of hesitation. There's a bit of hesitation, I feel like, from one of you. Ten of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. There's still something that someone is at the end of letting go. Okay. But they're still like, okay, well, let's just push through it. We can work through it together, is the energy that I'm getting with that. Because I feel like they're still making progress. Maybe it's a divorce, who knows? They're making progress with finishing up what they have to do. So I feel like with you, you know that there's still an issue, or you know that there's still a problem. I really get that. But you're like, okay, they're working on it, so we can continue to move forward. I do feel like that both of you decide to be together. Yeah, both of you decide to be together. Not sure if it's going to last, not sure if it's going to end in marriage or anything of that nature. I feel like it has a little bit of an element to it of not being sure, you know. Not being sure. And the thing with this energy is, Gemini, I'm going to say this. It's okay for now. It's not okay for the long term. I feel like if this isn't resolved in the long term, it's going to create bigger problems. But right now, it's okay. Okay. So then we have the Death card. This is where you are. You are in this energy of a new beginning. It was in your general energy as well. Ready for a new beginning, ready to start things up, ready to reconnect. It's like you're letting go. You are like, I'm starting off with a clean slate. Let's see where things take me. I'm good to go. Like I'm making a choice that this is the person that I want to be with. This is the person that I want to work things out with. I feel like you're making that choice, You're making that choice. A lot of it is maybe other people are telling you that this is what you should do, or you're worried about what other people think. You're worried about that. It's more like other people are kind of involved in you trying to accept this or make this work. Okay. But at the same time, you're like, oh, we have a lot of things in common. We get along. So, like this is my person. This could be my person. Okay. And I do feel like this person does give you attention or recognition, Okay. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody that's dealing with some financial issues, or they're balancing their life or trying to get things together. But what I'm seeing is they're actually working on it. They're working on making things better. This person is very focused on the future, very focused on what they can make happen. With the Star card, I do feel like this person needs healing in the way where they need to kind of be open to faith and be open to hope and being inspired. And it feels like this person always has to have some sort of physical control over things, so they don't let inspiration take hold. They're not kind of spontaneous or fun in a normal way. It feels like this person is very focused on what's going on in their life around them at the moment. So it kind of makes them less spontaneous is the word that I'm going to use. Yeah, and I feel like that worries you. The lack of faith, the lack of fun, the lack of seeing what kind of needs to be healed. So I feel like this is a person too who is like, well, I feel like I'm doing A, B, and C, so I must be doing right. They don't think about A.5 and B.5, A.6. They don't think about the gray areas. So I feel like that's where maybe the issues come in, you know, like it's hard to get to this person or maybe explain things to them in a more emotional way. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, you're worried that this blockage with them being defensive about what's right and what's wrong and what should be and what shouldn't be could be a problem in the future. Okay. But I do see you sticking with this person. I see long term. I see family. I see being together. I see marriage. In the like talks of marriage, if not already married, because I feel like there is some stability here. I do feel like there are issues with emotional connection, though. Like you're very dreamy in not dreamy, but you would like a lot more fantasy, a realistic type of fantasy. Um, but you're willing to almost sacrifice that. You're willing to sacrifice something for this person. Um, because of the dedication that you feel towards them. Interesting. Okay, Gemini, let's get into your spirit message. Okay, let's get into your spirit message. Oh, one card fell out. Impasse. Release. And not that one. This one. Trickery. Okay. You're noticing that on your path, there have been blockages. I feel like you're taking control of that in November. And deciding that whatever was holding you back to move on from it, whether this is other people's opinions, other people's feelings, other people's expectations for you, or just the way that you've done things in the past, you're just starting over anew. You're following your heart. You're thinking, if you think about it like this, Gemini, you're thinking on a higher spiritual level. It's like forgiveness, compassion, all of that, for yourself as well as others, and knowing that you have to do what you need to do. You don't want to have regrets later, which I feel like I talked about earlier. I do feel like your emotions can trick you during this time, like your feelings and your compassion as well as a double-edged sword. But the key here really is to follow your desires. You have all this passion and creativity, and it's like you're looking for inspiration and you're opening up the door and stepping into it. Okay. So I love you so much, Gemini, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.